Hey, it's Nexus. You spent 45 minutes choosing an outfit today. The clothes from 3 weeks ago are still on the chair. You answered every email within 2 hours. The dishes in the sink have waited since yesterday. You looked great today. No one has ever seen the room you came home to. 2 different pictures of the same person in the same 24 hours. Maybe that's you. Maybe it's someone you sit next to at work, or someone you love. Yes, your room really is a mess. No soft pedaling mat, no dressing it up. It's genuinely a mess. Maybe worse than you'd admit to anyone else. This isn't rare, and it isn't just you. But here's the strange part. The exact same you, the one who checked every box today, functions perfectly everywhere else.
The same brain that timed an email reply down to the last second couldn't spare 30 seconds for that chair? This isn't about laziness. It's not a character flaw hiding under the clutter. Something is deciding, quietly, where your energy goes each day, long before you're aware enough to argue with it. And it never once asks you first. By the time you got home tonight, whatever was managing all of that was already spent. Not even the plant made it. The plant gave up months ago and just sat there, wilting, patiently, right next to everything else nobody got to.
3 weeks. Still there.
That's the part that doesn't add up. So why does this happen to so many people? Not just 1 or 2, but everywhere, every country. Is this just how you are? Or is it something that happens to all of us? It would almost be a relief if it was just you. For a long time, the answer seemed obvious. Messy room, lazy person, no discipline. You've probably told yourself some version of that on a bad day, maybe more than once. But what if the room was never about discipline at all? Here's the part that changes things. The room isn't messy. It just doesn't have an audience to perform for. Not a flaw, not a failing, just an empty room doing exactly what empty rooms do.
Turns out the room just has terrible representation. No agent, no PR team, nobody speaking on its behalf. And once you notice that, you start noticing it everywhere. The car, the inbox that never quite reaches zero, the drawer you keep meaning to sort, someday, when there's time. All the same shape of thing, wearing different outfits. 45 minutes on a shirt, 0 seconds on the chair. The chair never even got a vote. Not because you don't care, because caring costs something. And it turns out you'd already spent it somewhere else, long before you got home.
So what's actually going on here? I'll be honest, while researching this, I found a study saying a messy desk might make you more creative. I have a very messy desk. Let's just say I was rooting for this study a little too hard. There's research suggesting something interesting. The part of you that holds things together only has so much to give in a day. And when that part runs low, it doesn't quit everywhere at once. It starts choosing, quietly deciding what's worth defending and what isn't worth the fight anymore. Someone noticed something strange decades ago. We don't perform the same way when no one's watching. Not because we're being fake, because there's simply nothing asking us to. There's a version of you built for the world to see, and a version that only exists when nobody's checking. Neither one is the fake one. They're both you, just aimed at different audiences. Those 45 minutes on the outfit were never about being picky. It's because someone was watching. The room has no one watching it at all. Which means the version of you that spent 45 minutes on a shirt this morning has never actually met the version of you that lives in this room. So if the outfit and the room are running on two different sets of rules, what decides which zones get which rule? And here's the strange part. There's less unwatched space left than there used to be. Work used to end somewhere. A commute home, a door closing, a laptop shutting. Now it just keeps finding you. Phones, messages, cameras. The audience reaches further into the day than it once did. Every other zone in your day has some kind of payoff attached to it. A reply, a like, a paycheck, an approving glance. This one has none. It isn't ignored because it's less important. It's ignored because nothing was ever set up to reward taking care of it. The bedroom might be the only zone left with nothing asking anything of it. No wage, no one grading it, no audience at all. And maybe that's the real answer to the earlier question. It's not that the energy runs out everywhere at once. It runs out in a specific order. The places with someone watching get spent first. The one place with no one watching is the first to go. Which brings us to this room, specifically.
3 weeks. You didn't even look at that chair.
No one's here, so nothing has to hold its shape.
Something 2,400 years old described this exact unshaped off-duty state, not as a failure, but as the more natural one. Think of a block of wood before anyone touches it with a chisel, whole, exactly as it is, needing nothing added and nothing carved away. The room's collapse isn't proof that something's wrong. It might be the one place nothing is being carved into shape. There's something almost quiet about that, once you actually stop and look. A space that isn't performing anything, for anyone, not even for you. Funny thing, the carved version of you gets all the compliments. The uncarved version gets a pile that's been there 3 weeks, not even a thank you. I'm not totally sure this next part holds up. I read that a messier desk might actually make people more creative. Another study tried to repeat it and couldn't, so I don't fully know what to do with that. Maybe mess isn't only ever a cost. This isn't the whole story for everyone. Sometimes a room falls apart for reasons that need more than understanding. And for some of us, staying organized is a different, harder kind of effort altogether. This isn't replacing that. It's just one more honest layer for a lot of us on a lot of days. So maybe it's not one simple answer. Maybe it's 3 or 4 small ones, quietly agreeing with each other, all pointing the same direction. And that means the mess was never proof that you're falling apart. It's evidence of exactly how much you've been holding together everywhere else. That's really all this is. Not a flaw to fix, just a place where the pressure finally runs out. Everywhere else, the pressure to keep it together never really stops. Here, finally, it does. The one place with no audience. Performance stops first. Next time you feel bad about the mess, maybe just notice that. That's already something different, not a defect, a signal. Nothing to do about it today. Nothing you have to change. Just notice. That's the whole direction. Not a system, not 5 steps. Just this one small shift in how you see it.
The plant on the chair still hasn't moved. Neither has the mirror. You probably already know which room this is for you. Maybe it's not even a room. Maybe it's a relationship you've let go quiet, a project you keep meaning to return to, a version of yourself you haven't checked on in a while. Whatever it is, it's probably been sitting there for a while now, patiently, the same way that plant did. Because somewhere, There's a version of you that's been holding up the whole performance for a long time without anyone ever asking what it cost. If no one is watching this space at all, does it have permission to fall apart? And the self that performs so well everywhere else, every day, what does that cost that we've never actually counted?